today it looks very different than it looked then.
How many artisans do you work with, women around the world?
We approximately have a workforce of about 200,000 artisans now.
200,000.
We don't work with everyone every day, but we're working in 28 countries now with about 200,000 artisans. In just one of our groups in India boasts 2,000 artisans just for that group.
Wow. And so talk to us about the model, how it works. What does the artisan get? What does Bajalia get?
So we are not a nonprofit. We are a for-profit. We strongly believe in capitalism. That's the only thing that's going to change anything. So
and why do you believe that?
Well, for one thing, in my own family, my life has changed. I have a grandmother who was married at 14, a mother who was married at 16. I was got my first job at 14, but my first marriage proposal at 15. So I know for a fact that when I got a job, it changed the trajectory of my life. So I know change is possible because it happened to me.
When women have money, things change.
Things change. And when I realized I was capable of making money, I was able to make decisions for myself that were very different than decisions that I would have made had I had my mother's life or my grandmother's life.
Yes.
So that changed everything. And I knew if it happened to me, it could happen out there as well.
Absolutely. I love that. So, okay, now back to your model of how this works for the artisan.
The model is a little different for everyone. So what we teach, we are beyond fair trade. Fair trade principles are fabulous, but they're about 60 years old. They haven't changed in a really long time. So fair trade would say children aren't exploited. We would say girls have to stay in school. So it's a whole level up above fair trade. So one of the fair trade models is that the artisans don't have to borrow money because we bring orders to the table.
You bring orders into the village.
And we are able to prepay for part of those orders. And so they have the money from those orders to develop the product and to make the product. And then we pay for all the shipping to get it to us. All they have to do is kind of get it to the DHL office. And that's all shipped then into us. And then we're able to check it, correct it. If there's quality control issues, train the artisans better or anything like that. There's a tremendous amount of training. We still have the nonprofit and we have the for-profit. And the nonprofit works with us and others to help develop training modules and to help scale the artisans.
And then right now, you are selling Bajalia, the artisans' treasures, where?
We are selling them through wholesalers and retailers. We're wholesaling and retailing. We are retailing on our own website, bajalia.com. We are also retailing on domino.com. We're retailing on Overstock. We have an HSN business. We sell on Home Shopping Network and we sell on HSN. We also have some international distributors.
So you handle that part. And what you bring into the village is a prepayment for orders.
Yeah, not long term. So here's our goal, and this is one of the problems with the fair trade model. The fair trade model would keep the artisans where you're prepaying, but the reality is if you're bringing the artisans consistent orders, they should cycle out of that. That's not how a business works long term, right? None of my clients give me 50%. Nobody prepays me, right? So what we try to do is get the artisans started, get them cycling cash, and then we reduce the 50% to 30%, and then we reduce it to where they're funding their own orders.